Good evening, calculus parents. This is Sarah Meyer talking. It is about 8:30 at night. Just put my daughter to bed, so I'm gonna turn off my camera so you don't have to see my lovely face this evening, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about calculus. So, just so you know, I actually do homework or work in pen, which is very dangerous because if you make a mistake, you have some scribbling to do. Anyway, I encourage the kids to use pencil. I also really love memes, which is why they're here. I have a math meme wall in the back of my classroom. If your son or daughter has not told you already, but I like to use humor a lot in class. But I also am in my 15th year of teaching mathematics this year. So I've taught pretty much everything for math. This is my daughter. She's 1 year old. And then my husband and my daughter. We went to Roaring Brook trails the other day. It was really, really fun. Anyway, taught for 6 years in New Hampshire. I taught college for 2 years and as an adjunct professor. I have my master's in technology and education. And actually this year I'm getting my 6th year degree, which is basically like a second master's at UConn. So busy. In calculus, besides learning actual calculus, your son or daughter is going to learn about 21st century skills, mainly problem solving, creativity, critical thinking. This is really important in calculus to analyze for the important information. And then we use graphing calculators pretty much every day in that class. So your son or daughter should have a graphing calculator already, but if they do not, please make sure they have one. We do warm-ups every day just to get their brain juices flowing, get them into the topic that we're learning for the day. I usually try to keep my classroom pretty active. It's a little tougher with COVID right now, but I'm going to do my best to keep them safely active, moving around at a socially appropriate distance. Again, calculators, they do need every day in class. The school actually offers an opportunity for students to rent one for the year. If for some reason, you cannot afford one. So for calculus, our grades are made up of 85% test quizzes and projects, 15% classwork and homework. We do a little bit of graded classwork, but this is mostly based off of homework. I really try to encourage, especially for calculus, that students do their homework at home, because a lot of times they'll feel like, oh, I really got it in class. And then they get home and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. So it's really helpful for them to kind of work through the problems with their notes and then reach out to me or a classmate if they get stuck. But homework is really important for them because they need that practice on their own. So they really get it kind of solidified. Their year grade is 21.25% for each quarter. And then 5% midterm, 10% final. What can they do to be successful in calculus? Ask lots of questions. They should at this point know how to take notes, but I actually give them guided notes just to make our lives easier, and then they don't have to like draw a giant picture. But making their connections is going to be really, really important. Again, at home, do their homework, review the notes, correct any mistakes, do those practice problems. There's a bunch of even problems that they can do. If they have trouble with an odd problem, the answer's in the back of their textbook. But the even problems they can do, and they're really similar, and then they can get some extra practice for it. Google Classroom, I'm going to post daily classwork and homework. So they should definitely use that as a resource. You actually have access to what they are getting for homework, because if you go to my site, which is on the main Simsbury Schools webpage, you can actually see what they're doing, which is kind of cool. In school, they can either go to the math lab, come see me for extra help, or talk to a friend. My extra help hours are before school on Tuesdays, and then after school on Thursdays. There's a little asterisk here because after school tends to be better for me. I can usually stay a little bit longer depending on when I have to pick up my daughter, but they can always set up another time or day with me if these times don't work. The math lab is a little bit more challenging for calculus because not everyone teaches calculus who's in the math lab. But there are answer keys in the math lab so that students can kind of check the work there. And then if I'm scheduled in there, they can definitely get some help. But there are some teachers that I can point out to them, though, that have taught calculus recently, and they can get some pretty good help there. How you can help your child succeed in math, even if it wasn't your favorite subject. Who didn't have it as their favorite subject? Come on, just kidding. You can ask them what we did in class today. Hopefully they can explain it to you. Have them teach you how to do a problem. I have found that if a student really knows what they're talking about, then they should be able to teach it to you, right? Like I have to know exactly what I'm doing, why it works, where it comes from in order to teach the kids about it. So this second bullet is really important. You can ask to see their homework. You can review vocabulary with them. There is vocab. Give them some practice problems. So again, the odds answers are in the back. Calc chat actually gives them a full done out problem so they can actually see how the problem is done out if they really have trouble. Khan Academy is a great resource that has videos that they can look at. And then CUDA, if you search for the worksheets in the area that we're looking at, it'll give them practice problems as well. Please feel free to email me if you have any questions at smeyer, MEYER, at simsburyschools.net. You can also find it, if that was too fast, on the school website. And I look forward to hopefully meeting you someday in person. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.